Hey, what's going on, Libra? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. Anyone that isn't, aware of what their Moon, Rising, or Venus is, always feel free to go to a search bar, put in natal calculator. It's free. You just put in your information and it'll tell you, give you some more information on your houses. And yeah, always feel free to comment down below. And if you're ever looking for a private read, check out my website. All the information is in the description box down below. Let's get right into it. Oh, and we're using the Wild Unknown today, so let's get right into this. And what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Okay, Libra. First thing I got, Libra, is I feel like you've been dealing with a situation. I feel like it's not been very fulfilling for you. I feel like you haven't quite moved past it. Almost worried about the negative instead of the positive here. I feel like this is going to be a hard move. But, I feel like recently you kind of made your mind up. That this is what you want. You haven't quite put it into motion yet. But I feel like you've been, you've been holding on a little bit longer than you wanted to. You're not being fulfilled by this. I feel like you may be looking at, like I said, looking at the negatives instead of the positives. I feel like you don't quite see the gain that you get from moving forward from this. I feel like, but you have made your mind up that this is what you want. And I feel like it's because you've been thinking about somebody else. There's somebody else on your mind. And this other person, you think the world of this person. Like, you look at this person, like, they got their shit together. And you also feel like this person could help you find yourself again. It's almost like you've been lost in this past situation so long, and that you've been putting in all that work, that it's almost like you lost who you were. And the negative instead of the positive, like I said, that you've been looking at is the fact that you don't know if you move on from this past situation, what the repercussions are going to be. But I feel like it's only going to be gain for you. I do see this person that you're thinking about. I do see this as something that's going to bring some new stability. Fresh start. Also, I feel like there's going to be, the love is going to move quite quickly in this relationship. I feel like they think about you as well. I feel like the magic is in the air. In the next week, you're gonna have some real inspiration to move forward and to just take this opportunity. You're gonna, I feel like you're gonna start trusting your intuition. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. And once you do that, you'll realize that, you need to scoop up this opportunity as quickly as possible and stop holding on to things that don't matter, things that don't bring you any benefit. Like I said, you've been putting in the work, but you're getting nothing back. That Nine of Cups in reverse, you're not being fulfilled by this. You're the only one putting in work. Trust your intuition, and this will pass. This, looking at the negatives and not seeing the positives here, it's gonna take some work with that Eight of Pentacles. It is gonna take some work. I'm not gonna BS you and say it's gonna be the easiest transition you ever had. But I feel like it's gonna be very profitable. It's gonna be worth the risk. We got the Eight of Swords there. I feel like I said, I feel like you're just kind of, this is a self-imposed prison, and in order to move past this, you need to trust your intuition and realize that this is a self-imposed prison. You got the keys. You can get out anytime you want. You have the keys. You have the means to move past this. You're worth so much more. Like I said, you've been putting all this effort into something. It's almost like throwing money into a fire with this past person. It's almost like, throwing a bucket of water in the ocean. It's a lot of work for you, but it ain't getting you anywhere. And like I said, you already have your mind made up. You've been thinking about this other person. You know what you want to do, but you just haven't had the inspiration to do it. Don't worry about what's happening here. Don't worry about yesterday. Think about tomorrow. No matter what happened in the past, Three of Wands, you need to stop waiting on this and just make that move. Like I said, stability isn't going to be affected here. It's going to be increased. And I feel some magic in the air. This person that you've been thinking about, I got the Empress and the Emperor cards. So not only do you think you hold this person in high regards, but you know inside that this person is better for you. This person, there's a lot of growth with this person. This person can bring you up to places that you want to be. And not like I'm saying you're using the person, just this person has a higher vibe than this past situation. I get a lot of great energy from this person. The universe says trust your intuition. Like I said, you got to trust trust how you feel. And like I said, I already know that you made a decision that you don't want to be in this situation anymore. You're not being fulfilled by it. You're already thinking about this other person. Fantasizing, wondering, how great that will be. Don't wonder how great it'll be. See how great it's going to be. I do see you moving forward. Like I said, I do see new stability. This is moving along. So let's clarify this other person. I'd like to get some clarification on this other person. Universe, can you clarify this other person? What's going on with them? Who should we look at here? What are we looking at? Okay, so yeah, like I said before, and Temperance card. This person brings balance. Like I said, don't be, this person's going to bring a lot to you. And don't just go on what I say. Take a step back. Think about what you truly want. Think about what's beneficial for you. Don't worry about what anybody else. Think about what's beneficial for you. And when you do that, you'll see that this is what you should be doing. Like, this is pretty clear. It's pretty clear that, and also when I clarified, I also got the Ace of Swords. I do see some new motivation, some new forward movement, but you got to get on top of this. And I mean, that's just what I'm saying. I mean, never. You got some Scorpio energy there as well. Death card, that has to come to an end. That's not doing you any good. But I see a lot of gain. I see a lot of emotional strength from this new person. I see a lot of value from this new person. I see a great vibe from this person. Like this new person that you've been thinking about, the reason you've been thinking about them is because they have that great vibe. Because they have that energy about them that you've been lacking for so long. And I feel like sometimes we get stuck in relationships or in situations, not necessarily a relationship, but just in situations in a slump. And it's not going to end until we end it. Sometimes it's just a slump and it will pass. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like emotionally you've already walked away from that past. You know, it wasn't fulfilling. Don't worry about, you know, the backlash on this, because I feel like there's, when we look at the pros and cons of this situation, the pros of moving on and following your heart will extremely outweigh the cons. So I mean, it's a matter of taking that step, doing what you want, doing what's best for you. Like I said, that's some forward movement, some Cancer energy there as well. That Sagittarius, that temperance, that balance. You know, you've been lacking that balance for a while, and that's what I'm feeling. This may not resonate with everybody, but there is somebody that understands exactly what I'm saying. I feel like I felt that connection when I first started reading the cards. This is definitely going to resonate with somebody's, and they're going to get what I'm saying. But like I said, I hope that clarified the situation for you. Moving forward is your best option. I don't feel like there's any gain to be had for you, and you have to look at what's more beneficial to you. And I feel like moving forward is. I don't know. I haven't quite got the vibe of what's holding you back and what's been holding you in the situation that you're in. But I feel like there's gonna be a lot of work to do. But the profit from that work is gonna be, is gonna be worth it. We just gotta follow our heart, follow our intuition. Like I said, I feel like you already made your mind up. You already fantasize about this other person. You already want to be with this other person. So just, follow that. Follow your intuition. Do what feels right. Not what we're expected of, not what we're supposed to do. Sometimes we got to make tough calls, and I feel like you're going to have to make a tough call here. But, like I said, it's going to be worth it. So that's what I got for you. Be good. Take care.